But one of my biggest, I don't like to look at them as failures, the things that I did that could have been done better. I started a company that did gaming shops all over this area. We had 6 different gaming shops back in the early 2000s. It was super fun. We were going to take over the world. We were all going to be billionaires. It was one of those giant billionaire ideas, and we were going to VCs, and we were pitching constantly and getting turned down constantly. We're like, guys, this is $1 billion. The gaming industry was a $10 billion industry at the time. Now it's even more than that. And I had partners, and I was one of the founders. I was one of the 4 founders of the company, and I owned 25% of the company. Right? That's what happens when 4 people start something. You own 25%. Well, as the company grew and things started happening, and shares started getting out, all of the sudden I owned 2.5% of the company.
That's interesting math.
Yeah, it was, and there was all reasoning behind everything, and even 2.5% of Facebook would be. I would love to have 2.5 of Facebook, but I swore that I would never put myself in a situation where I didn't have control of what was going on. I still do partnerships, but I always have controlling interest now. I do not ever want to put myself in a position where I don't make the decisions in the end. Yeah. I will always listen to my people. I mean, that's a big deal, but it was a giant aha, and that company epically failed, and I learned a great thing from it. If I'm going to control what's going on, I need to control it. It's okay to have partners as long as I'm the controlling interest.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Then you have agency in your business.
People talk about partners. When you have partners, that doesn't mean it's a 50-50 thing. It doesn't have to be a 50-50 thing. And if I really feel good about a company or something that we're doing, and I talk, and if it's something I'm interested in, if I can't get 51% of it, then I'm not interested in it, and that's fine if somebody else. And I'll help other people out and do stuff like that, but I'm not going to be a partnership unless I control it. Yeah. And because that everybody's got horror stories about partnerships, everybody does, and the problem is they do a 50-50. You don't do that, because there will always be problems with a 50-50 partnership. Yep. Anyway, that's my 2 cents.
It's good advice. I've heard and had my own horror stories too, to the point where I'm like, never will I have a business partner ever. But
gotta have. I mean, it's great to have good business partners. When you pick the right people that aren't you, that are really good at the things they're good at, you want that. And a lot of times, the only way to get the really good ones is to give them equity. If you don't have a lot of capital up front, they need something that to get a good person, and the only way to do that is to give them a piece of the action, right? But you don't have to give them all of it or half of it.
Right. 49% is sometimes the magic number.
Absolutely. Yep. You see that on Shark Tank all the time.
Yeah.
I love it when, we'll buy it for $1 million. We're going to give you everything you want, but I want 51%. And the person is like, I don't want 49, because you know what that means. You don't make the decisions. Yeah. You don't. So anyway.
Yeah.
It's funny what a percent will do.